It's calculator time again. In my market research, I have noticed that out of 100 people, there are 10 people who will still think that digital marketing is an SCAM, but out of those 100, there's 90 who are ready to go. In the training, about 1 out of every 20 people will purchase the Legacy Builder program, or whichever tier that they feel is most comfortable for them. I cross-check my math with Google, and this is how many people will buy once you get the skills, and that's going to take the time it takes, okay? Since I don't know what half a person is, this is how many sales you can potentially make in a month. Those 4 people at $900, that's $3,600. And this is how much over the span of a year you can make in additional income once you get the skills. And all of this is pre-tax. Set aside some for tax. We're not playing. Since we operate on a 2-hour workday instead of an 8-hour workday, this is about how much you would make in an hour. It takes a second to get out of hourly brain. How did I get this number? It's 43,200 divided by 520. Because your time is your time. If you want to take the weekends off, go ahead. You have an automated system doing the work for you. Anyone who's been an hourly employee knows that there are 2,080 hours in a typical 40-hour work week year. Look familiar? Out of curiosity, I looked up on Indeed what jobs pay $80 an hour. You know what job kept popping up? Sales. But there was also physical therapist and roof repair. Y'all want to do that? I don't think you want to do that, because even those $80 an hour jobs, you're still working 2,080 hours a year. What we are doing is buying your time back. So if you could make 43 grand in 520 hours versus 2,080 hours, are you seriously telling me you would not be interested in learning how to do that? Y'all. One of the biggest points of the Legacy Builder program is the fact that, and this is not an opinion, it is a fact, that once you get these skills, you will be able to buy time. You can't buy back the past, but you can buy time for your future. I think it really does boil down to how you want to spend your time. Spend your time. Spend your money, spend your time. There's a reason why they say time is money. It's because it is. These two are always going to be linked. And you can spend your time doing whatever you want. I mean, if you're making a minimum of $900 a day once you get these skills, that's 2 hours worth of focused effort is all you need. That's $19 a second instead of $19 an hour. What are you going to do with the rest of your day? The answer is literally anything you want. And if it's difficult for you to imagine what you would do with 22 hours a day, just think of what you would do with an extra 8 hours a day. If you didn't have to clock into some job, what would you do with your time? Again, the answer is whatever you want. And I know that there are people who may not be able to wrap their heads around what it's like to live a life without having to go to a job every day. I mean, aren't you the least bit curious to see what that's like? If you are, drop a ready in the comments. I'll send you what you need to know.